Hey guys, welcome to my video. It's a new video. I'm just trying this one for the school year just to help everybody be on the same page regarding our attendance monitoring. Okay, so a huge thanks first to Miss Miriam Bello and other teachers in helping me coming up with this format. Okay, so without further ado, let's go to the video. This is the template for the attendance monitoring. I tweaked some of the parts. So as you can see, this is basically how it looks like. There is a weekly division of the attendance. So we have for example, September 5 to 9 at the bottom, you can see it. This is Monday to Friday, and the classes are spread out. So the first column is for attendance. It starts from the morning rights to science, CLVE, and so on. So I'm using this grade 9 color coding. So you can try any color you want. But for me, this is how the grade 9 students looks like, at least on my class record. Right. And then under each subject or period is the time. So what is not written, obviously, are the breaks. So I also put some notes. There's a cell here on the right that says whatever you type in the cell, the yellow one, right? So I'm going to change the names. For example, let's zoom that in. So this will be the reference for the record. So number 1, for example, he is, let's make it all caps, malakas, then maganda, matapang, masinop, at masipag. Ayan. Yan po sila. Malakas, matapang, masinop, at masipag. You can copy that and then paste it at the bottom for the tardiness. Copy only the values there. So this will be the basis for this whole table. If you zoom it out, it's kind of big, right? Because it points to the number of days. So it's from the 5th to the 30th of the month, minus the weekend. All right, so this will be the basis for your encoding here on the daily monitoring. So for example, morning rights on Monday, malakas was absent. Just type malakas, right? Okay, so it is also important that when you put all caps here, you just have to be consistent. Put all caps there. So as you can see, malakas was absent once and it will appear here. Okay, that's the first column there on the 5th. He already had 1. And let's just say in the morning, he wasn't able to attend the classes. At least 3. See what happens. There. So if you go to the tab, the summary, it will appear absent because absent, according to the school rules and regulations, for 3 missed classes for online platform is already absent. All right, but we don't say that to them. We don't tell them that you're already absent because that would mean they would have a reason to not attend the whole afternoon or the rest of the way because yeah, we already considered absent. You know how the students think because we were just like them once. Right. So if there's 3 that's already absent, for example, on a Tuesday, there's just 1. For some reason, Maganda wasn't able to attend the English and it will appear there. Yeah. That's just 1. Still present for the day and nothing more. Right? But for Matapang, let's say on the Wednesday, he wasn't able to attend the last 2 periods. Matapang and another Matapang over here. There. So this one's blank, by the way, because there are no periods and it's already dismissal. So matapang is now tardy. There he is. Right. I didn't put a conditional formatting, but you can put conditional formatting. Just highlight the text like that and then just add one if you want. Cells that contain specific text, for example, T, let's just put uh, green. Yeah. And then there you are. That's it. So it will appear as star D, but still, right. And it will now appear as 19. But still, it will have an effect on the general or summary for that month. Now, what would that tell you? That for the school form, right? We're all going to do school forms, by the way, at the end of the year. It will help you monitor if the student is clear in terms of record. Now, if not, then you can easily trace it, right? As you can see in this one. Hmm? Oh, on the 27th of the month of September, there's a half triangle here. And that would help you monitor it quicker, right? Because half triangle would mean, where's the half triangle? Half shaded, something like that. Tardy, right? So that's just a sample, okay? Or maybe you can use that, the form, school form right away, okay? But for me, there are some things easier, at least for the everyday, because for the school form, it doesn't account for the periods, right? It doesn't show up there. For online, but for on-site, it's okay because it's just on-site, right? So you can add or delete rows as desired because sometimes, just like in my case, last year, there were a lot of absentees and tardies. So you can add one, preferably at the middle or at the last row, okay? You can do that like this one. On the 24th row, just click insert. It will appear like that, okay? It is now T26, the last slide. So this is the range where the name is being referred to or looked up to. So it starts from the C23 to T26. So that's a Thursday. It should appear here. See? It's on the formula. C23 to T26. I will zoom that in so you can see. Anyway, so what this does is it will just expand the range. So if you're really adept and you're doing well, not so bad for yourself in terms of Excel skills, then this should be a no-brainer. This should be an easy peasy kind of task. So what else do I need to mention? The tardiness, it similarly works uh, the same way as the attendance. So there are conditions for each. So for tardiness, three or more would mean for that day they are tardy. And two and below, that means no tardiness. So as a default, I also put P. Just some quick ifs formula for this cell. Right. So where do we put tardy? It's hammer here on the right side. So let's put Masinop there. And then on Friday, he was tardy 3 times. Okay, so you can see Masinop there. I'm going to highlight that. Okay, on Thursday, it's still a present day, one tardy for one class, but for the second day, Friday, he was tardy 3 times. So that's already tardy. All right. That's basically it. Huh? The tally and the count if, you can hide it. You don't need to see that if you want to compress this huge table, right? Like that. So it will just give you an idea of the class for that day. Anyway, this is formula dependent, so you don't need to edit it anyway, right? So you can hide that and it will appear like this. I'm just hiding each one of them. You can actually make a shortcut. Just click while holding control, and you will finish eventually.
One eternity later.
There, we were able to hide everything. Good job. Thank you, thank you. All right, so there, that's the name. You can add here also. Uh, yep, rows as desired. If it's important, you can delete this note that I put, and then you can highlight uh, somewhere here like that, and then just put red to mark that it was a holiday. Because if it's a holiday, then the chances are obviously no tardy and absent for that. Let's just put something like that, so you can see holiday there, right? So yeah, if there are any questions, you can always ask me and the other teachers for the attendance monitoring. If I missed out a lot, again, this is unedited. I'm just randomly spelling out words. There's no format or script. And also, this is my method of monitoring the classes. So you can always refer to the old ways, right? You ask an officer, you use a columnar book, etc., etc. And also, you can counter check this attendance to the Google Attendance Chrome extension that you are using. All right. So I guess that's it. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Peace.